Hi friends, it is Johnny back with another video, and today it is time for another fever dream. Now before getting into that real quick, I just want to point out that apparently 97.8% of my viewers aren't subscribed. So if you could subscribe real quick, that would be very helpful and I would greatly appreciate it. Please? For me? Ooh woo. So if you could do that real quick, just click the little button down there. I would greatly appreciate it and it would also be very helpful. Now, getting into it, this fever dream is going to be a little different than normal because it's not something that I've actually ever watched. My friend that told me about that trap show told me about another show that's a little newer that I had never heard of. It's called Creeped Out, and the way they described it is it's like Goosebumps but a little creepier. So I was like, interesting. Okay, I grew up on Goosebumps. I loved Goosebumps growing up. I loved Haunting Hour. So why not give Creeped Out a try, you know? Again, I am filming 2 months worth of videos in one night, so I'm a little woo, you know what I mean? I'm a little tired, I'm a little but we're powering through for you. Ooh woo. Yeah, like I said, I'm excited about this one. I was interested the second they said that it's kind of like Goosebumps. So let's just jump right into it. Roll the intro. The show opens and closes every episode with The Curious, a weird little guy that likes to collect strange stories, wears a creepy mask, and whose whistle warns you that something creepy's about to happen. He also likes making sandcastles. He's just a creepy little guy. The episode starts with our main character Jessie waking up and hearing her neighbors singing happy birthday to their daughter. And can I just say that damn those walls are thin, because they're literally whispering the song like, happy birthday to you. Let me not do that because I might get copyright struck. There's no installation, there's no soundproofing, because they are just whispering the song and she hears it clear as day. But she walks over to the window and looks on jealously at the neighbor and her cool new, what the hell are those? Some kind of ballet sneaker? They're like Skechers with like the ribbon of a ballet shoe. I don't know how else to explain them. But anyway, she goes downstairs to the kitchen where her parents are just having a nice time and enjoying each other's company. And can I just say that her mom and me, same. I walk around the house and things like that all the time. I mean, hell, I literally just wore my Gengar one to play Amanda the Adventurer the other day. But you could tell that she's embarrassed by her parents. Between her father's nickname for her, Dinky, which they never explain the nickname at all, like where did it come from, where did it go, why is her nickname Dinky, what caused that, their jokes, and their what the hell is that? It looks like some kind of toxic waste or like some kind of hazardous chemical? I don't know. Like, you know when you make something so healthy that it comes back around to looking unhealthy? It's giving.
Do you think God stays in heaven because he too lives in fear of what he's created?
But we find out that the neighbors are having a party tomorrow, and she wants her parents to act like normal people at it. But it seems like her parents don't really care about the neighbors like at all, because they question why they keep forcing themselves to go every year. So her mom comes up with an idea.
Should we not go? Should we just stay at home and cozy up on the sofa and have a horror movie marathon?
And honestly, I love this idea. Like, that's legitimately my family's Halloween tradition. Pizza, finger foods, chips, candy, horror movie marathon. It's fun. But back to the show. Jessie absolutely hates this idea because her neighbor is the coolest girl in her class. She then tells her parents that the neighbor got those cool shoes she's been wanting, and her mother seems genuinely like tired of talking about these shoes. But Jessie responds by telling her parents that the neighbor's mom gets her anything she wants and she doesn't have to beg for it. Kind of ignoring two major factors here. One, that it's the neighbor girl's birthday and you don't get gifts because somebody else got gifts on their birthday? Let them have their day, okay? And B, they may be in a very different financial situation. Like maybe her parents just can't afford those shoes right now. Then she doesn't want them to stand by the window in their own home.
And guys, come away from the window.
Oh shit, what? Is there a sniper out there? No? Oh, no. She's just embarrassed by their pajamas and doesn't want the neighbor to see them. I'm sorry, but if I'm not going anywhere that day, I'm staying in my pajamas all day. Like, why shouldn't you be comfortable in your own home? You know what I mean? Like, why am I gonna get dressed to stay at home? I already don't like Jessie. From the get, I don't like this girl. I don't like Jessie. We cut to later that day where Jessie and her parents are out and about. Her parents are currently in a store while she's just sitting there at like a cafe or something. And she notices that the neighbor girl and her friends are all there. So she waves at them and they all proceed to laugh at her. Ah, okay, so all the teens in this episode are horrible. Understood. Cool. Good to know. Her parents come out of the store and surprise her with new sneakers, but they aren't the exact ones that she wants. She still puts them on, and then her parents make her strut a little bit on the sidewalk back and forth, in public, in front of her classmates. Yeah, I would have died if that happened to me as a teen too, so I get it. I have a lot less shame now. I can't imagine why. But the girls start bullying Jessie in front of her parents, and her father tries to deflect the bullying to himself by saying,
although you won't find anything quite as hip as these bad boys in there.
At least I hope that's what he was doing. Like, I hope he wasn't being serious about that, because socks with Jesus sandals would just make him what the kids on Rocket Power would call a
Shoobies!
Jessie has a little bit of a tantrum here and starts to take off her shoes, to which her parents ask what's wrong, and she tells them that the girls are laughing at her, because somehow they didn't notice this was like 5 feet away from the girls. But her mom goes on the defensive after that.
Go on. Go away, you bunch of brats.
You could just tell that she held back here because she was about to call them bitches. And you could just tell that by the simple pause. And she wanted to cock back that B too, you know what I mean? Like, she wanted to be like, go away, you bitches, like, you know, like where the lips like explode out as you say it. But Jessie's even angrier and goes into a bigger tantrum because her mom defended her. Okay, she goes off about the shoes, she goes off about making her strut around in public, and then her father has the nerve to tell her that she's overreacting. I'm sorry, when somebody's upset, you never say that they're overreacting. You know what I mean? It's just not gonna go well. It's not. And let me just say a few things here, okay? One, I'm a little picky with clothes, I'll be completely honest. Like, do not get me clothes unless you are 100% certain that they fit within my style and aesthetic. Which is difficult because I'm a plus size guy, obviously. I'm a little chunky. I'm a little thick, you know, I'm big. So my style doesn't normally have a lot of options for me, obviously. But even then, if this happened to me and my parents got me a pair of sneakers that look identical to the pair that I wanted for a fraction of the price, bitch, that's a win-win to me, okay? Like, I get what I want and they get to save some money. Unless, of course, obviously, they were really cheaply made and they're gonna fall apart after like one use, or like they're one of those pairs of shoes that you feel every little like crack and pebble on the floor as you step. Because some of those shoes like are so thin, you can feel anything on the floor. You feel any like texture difference and everything. Then and only then am I on her side with this, okay? Because at that point I feel like it's a waste. Like, I prefer to spend the money to know that it's gonna last me a while than buy a $5 pair of sneakers and have it die on me within a week. You know what I mean? Every week you're paying $5 for shoes, $5 for shoes. Eventually it piles up. And when you look at it, you end up spending more on these no-name, broken-down, bootleg shoes than you did actual good pairs that would have lasted you like a year or two if you took care of them. I have shoes that I've had for like 3 years plus, and I take care of my shoes, so they last longer. The only thing that I would be like on her side about 100% would be tech stuff, honestly. Because like, I do my research on the things that I want to buy before I buy them, or before I ask for them for things like Christmas or my birthday. So please just trust my choice and go with that. You know what I mean? Don't look at similar things and try to get something else. Because what if they don't work with what I have? And what if they don't do what I need them to? You know what I mean? Like, what if I chose this thing because it does this, 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 and this, and the one you decide to get me only does this and this. So like, the other features that it had that I needed aren't here now. Now I'm gonna have to go and get something else all on top of what I have now that does what I need it to as well. So then you're getting 2 or 3 things that you need instead of just the one lump thing, if that makes sense. Like, I would appreciate it and respect it more if you just say, I can't get it for you, or I'll get you something else, or something along those lines. I would appreciate it so much more than somebody just like ignoring me saying, hey, this is what I want, this is what I need, and going around and getting something completely different that doesn't do everything or may not even work for me. It's just because I don't want somebody to waste money on me on something that I'm not going to be able to use, because it just feels like a waste, and I feel like they wasted money on me, and that just makes me feel bad, because then I feel guilty, like, oh, they tried to do a nice thing for me and this doesn't work for me, so now it's kind of useless and they're out of money, especially for things that you can't get a refund for. 2, you did make her strut around in front of her bullies, so I can completely understand her being upset about that. And 3, yes, tell somebody that's upset not to overreact or that they're overreacting. I'm sure that'll go over really well. It's definitely not a way to get somebody more upset. But her mom tells her that they just didn't want her to miss out. And honestly, that part made me feel bad for the parents. It was genuinely like a sad line to me, you know what I mean? Because it implies that they definitely can't afford the shoes that she really wants right now, so they did everything in her power to get shoes that were as similar as possible. Jessie continues her tantrum and storms off as she says that she wishes her parents could be normal. Okay, but you're not normal yourself, girl. Like, you stormed off from them in nothing but your socks, like you didn't put your shoes back on or anything, and then proceeded to walk along the beach in those same socks.
Oh, kidding. I can't go to work dressed in that.
Like, who the hell walks in wet sand in socks? But go off, I guess, okay. She comes across a puppet show on the beach, and the boy that's collecting tips from the viewers tells her,
someone you need to talk to. Over there.
Look, I said I don't have any money and I wasn't even properly watching, so...
Not about that. He just wants to say hello.
Who?
Mr. Blackteeth.
I'm sorry, but no. That's a hard pass for me, okay? I don't trust any puppet that summons its own creepy carnival music wherever it goes. No, but she goes over and talks to Mr. Blackteeth, who kind of looks like the puppet version of a background actor in a My Chemical Romance music video, but okay. She starts to open up to him for whatever reason, and he makes a joke about his parents, to which nobody laughs.
You don't find me funny.
No, bitch, you're creepy. And Jessie seems to finally be getting that vibe too, because she goes to leave, only to be stopped by the promise of a proposition. Mr. Blackteeth tells her that he has a way that she can control her parents.
Just gotta rap on your forehead 3 times. Then repeat back to me, that's the way to do it.
And then he proceeds to peer pressure her, or I guess like puppet pressure her, since they're not really peers? Listen, I don't know what to call it, but he peer pressures her into doing it, and once she does... Damn, bitch, you don't even say bye? So you're creepy and rude? Like, really? That's a gross combo. No, but seriously, I don't know how she didn't get bad vibes from, like, any of that, because like everything about that interaction felt off, you know? And then when he got what he wanted, he just maniacally laughed and disappeared behind the stage. That's some deal with the devil shit, I'm sorry, okay? But you know what, maybe she would have known that if she took her mom up on that offer for the horror movie marathon. Then she would have been more hesitant about this whole situation, but whatever. She wakes up the next day and the house is quiet. Too quiet. So she goes to her parents' room and finds them laying stiff as a board, staring up blankly at the ceiling. And bitch, that is me. That is so me, okay? When the depression hits hard, you know what I mean? That's how I be laying there. I'm just like, lay down on the bed, staring at the ceiling. Also, I can never understand how people could sleep with their bedroom door wide open like that. That just makes me so uncomfortable. But anyway, Jessie thinks that her parents are giving her the silent treatment for her tantrum yesterday, and she has the nerve to say,
well, if you're planning on ignoring me, can you at least do it whilst making me a normal breakfast for once? Toast? OJ?
I hate this girl. I hate this girl so much. She had a tantrum because she didn't get what she wanted, and then when she thinks that her parents are upset about her attitude, she proceeds to demand that they make her breakfast, while also insulting the normal breakfast that they make for her. Listen, come a little closer, okay? I'm pro-choice. It ain't too late to abort her ass, okay? I'm just saying. But they robotically get out of bed and do as they were instructed. She gets the boring-ass breakfast that she wanted, you know, literally just toast and orange juice, and then tests to see what else she can make them do by having her father put on different pants and having her mother relive 2014 by doing the Chubby Bunny Challenge. She's so imaginative, she's so creative, but this makes her realize that Mr. Blackteeth was right and they're like puppets. So she dresses them how she wants for the party and then proceeds to order her shoes and put them on for the party. But wait a minute, the website clearly states that if she orders before 10 p.m. she can get them the next day. So how's she wearing them for the party if she just ordered them that day from the website? Also, can I just say, she has the nerve to talk about how her parents dress when she herself is dressed like a Disney Channel reject, with her spaghetti strap dress with a shirt underneath it, a purple watch, jean jacket on top of that, and your pink suede ballet sneakers? You could have at least tried to match something here, you know what I mean? But she asks her parents to repeat the rules she gave them for the party.
Okay, recap time. Remind me of the party rules. Dad?
I must not crack jokes, nor will I embarrass Jessie. If anyone initiates conversation, I will simply nod and smile.
Bingo. Mum, what do you do with this group laughter?
I must join in, but using only an acceptable level of giggles.
This is gonna be great.
And I'm sure none of those are gonna come back to bite her at all. Wink. They go into the party, and Jessie offers to help her bully serve drinks, to which she says,
Perfect.
damn girl, fine, okay, if you want to be that way, do it yourself. But Jessie absolutely needs this girl's approval, so she helps anyway. While they're serving drinks, Jessie asks the neighbor girl if she wants to maybe walk to school together, since they're neighbors and everything, and basically asks her if she wants to be friends. To which she says,
I really don't want to do that.
Again, all the teens in this episode are just horrible. Jessie then sees Patricia, that's her name, Patricia, thank you. Jessie then sees Patricia's mom belittle her for a stain that is so tiny on this dress that we can't even see it. So Jessie says,
I still think you look great.
Patty!
oh, that's cute. They just had a genuinely nice moment. And I think here's the moment where she realizes how lucky she is to have her parents, because yeah, they may embarrass her, but they don't berate or belittle her over a microscopic stain. She sees her dad standing there robotically, and you could see the guilt come onto her face. Like, there are some genuinely good acting moments in this, and then there are some genuinely terrible acting moments in this one. It's like a flip-flop. One minute you're like, oh, that was so bad, and the next minute you're like, oh, that was actually really well done. Okay, good for you. We then see her ruminating on the patio when Patricia shows up in a new outfit with her friends in tow and decides it's time to squirt Jessie with ketchup.
Gerstenberger. Do you want sauce with that?
And all the girls laughing at her triggers her mother to laugh too. Oh no, her actions came back to bite her. Who could have foreseen? Me. I saw it coming, okay? Also, I gotta love the mom's fake laugh here, okay? Like, it's giving campy villain. Like, what is that? You don't have to move your shoulders forward and back when you laugh, okay? But later that night, she tries to have a normal night with her parents and tries to get them to act like their normal selves. She asks her mother to make her one of her Geneva Convention breaking smoothies, and when her mother asks her what she wants in the smoothie, she says surprise her, to which her mother says,
And how would you like me to surprise you?
now if I told you that, it wouldn't be a surprise, now would it? Now, can you please make me one of your Shrek shit smoothies? I wonder if she's ever gonna tell me why she named them that.
Smoothie.
And then she asks her father for one of his joke hugs where he squeezes tight and makes a fart sound with his mouth. And this part's just kind of sad. She goes to... Look at this photograph! And the guilt builds up to the point where she tries to get them to go back to the way they were. But they ask...
And how do we go back to how we were?
And I'ma just say nope. People blankly talking in unison just makes me uncomfy, okay? So it's a hard pass from me. But not Jessie. She tried to do the same thing that started this whole thing. You know, like knocking on her head 3 times and saying that's the way to do it, in hopes that that would reverse what she did. But her parents just continue to blankly look forward. The next day she goes back to the beach to find Mr. Blackteeth, but oh no! The stage is gone for... Oh wait, no, never mind. False alarm. is just further up the beach. She gets to the new location and doesn't see it, so she falls to her knees and breaks down, only to hear Mr. Blackteeth in the distance, and she realizes that she never really looked around the big ship that looks like it's made out of driftwood. Kind of feel like that would have been an obvious thing to look around. Like, if it says that location and that's like 10 feet away, maybe walk around the ship, but no, she didn't think about that. So she runs to the other side of the ship and sees the puppet show, but not any puppet show. She sees two puppets of her parents, repeating things that we heard them say earlier on in the episode. Pre-puppetification. Is that a word? I'm making it a word now because it happens too many times in these kind of shows, okay? Puppetification. And this girl smiles? Girl, no. I'm sorry, but no. A, Mr. Blackteeth does not know how your parents look, so how the hell did he make puppets of them, sweetie? 2, how would anyone but you and your parents know things that they said in private? I would be horrified, especially if they turn to me and do this.
Jessie. Sweetheart.
Mum? Dad? Is that really you?
Help us, Jessie.
Nope. Hard nope. Hell no. Not happening. No. I refuse. I'm out.
Hell no. To the no.
No. I think I would drop dead of a heart attack right then and there. Just pure fear. And her ass keeps walking closer and closer until she eventually hears Mr. Blackteeth's giggling, and she goes into the tent herself. No! The lack of self-preservation in these kinds of shows always amazes me, honestly. I would have said what I needed to say right outside of the tent. I mean, it's a freaking tent, okay? Like, say what you need to say loud enough and everyone in the tent's gonna hear you. But she goes in and...
Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise.
Mr. Blackteeth pops out and tells her that he's in control, because even after everything she's experienced so far, she still thought that there was like a puppeteer. Nope, it's just him. Just creepy puppet man. He tells Jessie that her parents are a big hit at the puppet show, and her mom says...
Get us out of here.
Why do they keep getting sucked away? Where are they going? Like, we know they're here. Let them just be there and hear the conversation. They can't do anything. They're puppets now. But no, they're just away, you know what I mean? Like, but she asks Mr. Blackteeth how she can turn it off and turn them back to normal, and says she'll do whatever it takes. And he says that she can't do anything. But then says...
There is one way, but I don't think you'll like it very much.
Bitch, which one is it? Can she or can't she? It can't be both. So you're creepy, rude, and stupid? Pick one, please. Also, I'm sorry, but I would not say I'll do whatever it takes to be with him again to a puppet that turned my parents into puppets. Because he's clearly magical, okay? He can easily turn me into a puppet as well to be with them, or something far worse. I wouldn't try it. Nope. I'll be like, what does it take? And not to sound messed up, but if it's what he has her doing, I would do it, okay? I would do it in a heartbeat. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, no problem. Because it's a bit of a curse that you have to pass on. The boy that told her about Mr. Blackteeth was in her current position, and you kind of have to find a replacement.
I prefer the term understudies.
Fine, okay. So you have to find understudies. So the puppets in the first show that she saw were his parents, and her parents took their place. The boy then hands her the tip jar and leaves the tent, where we see his parents now return back to normal, waiting for him.
Go home.
And the episode ends with Jessie hearing another teen arguing with his parents, then storming away from them and sitting in the audience, all while Jessie stares at him like a shark stares at its prey. And that's the episode. I personally would have liked to know how long she was working for Mr. Blackteeth before that happened. Was it just a couple of hours? Was it a few days, weeks, months, years? Like, how long has she been working with this puppet before she came across this kid arguing with his parents? Because I feel like that would have given the story a little more depth to find out, like, oh, she's been doing this for like 3 years now and still has her parents as puppets. Like, something like that. It adds a little more to like the heaviness of her fate, basically. But that was the show. I hope you guys enjoyed it because I really enjoyed making it. It was actually pretty good. My friend was right. It is creepier than Goosebumps. It's obviously more modern than Goosebumps, and I'm pretty sure it's more modern than Haunting Hour. I'm not entirely sure what year it came out in the BBC. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. It was fun. Acting, like most of these kinds of shows, it's a hit or miss. Sometimes there's good, sometimes there's not so good, you know? I genuinely hated every teen in this episode. I'm fairly certain there are other episodes that the teens aren't terrible in, but in this one in particular, all the teens sucked. Honestly, like I said, if it was that case, like I had to do that to get them back, I would just make sure to do it to somebody that like really deserves it. You know what I mean? Like, not everyone's good people. But yes, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video because I really enjoyed making it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and bing bong the ding dong down below to be alerted when I make a new video. And until next time, why not check out some of my other stuff? I have some more Fever Dreams, Floor Men, Storytime, Randomness, Let's Plays. I have a little something for everybody. And while you're at it, why not share one of your favorite videos of mine with your friends? We could always use more friends on the channel. But until then, bye! And whatever you do, don't knock on your head 3 times and say that's the way to do it.
Hey, Riverfred, throw for the few mean and there is with us.